We're also learning this afternoon about a major outbreak at a nursing home in New Jersey. 8 people have died at a facility in Wanaque. Many others, including residents and staff, have been affected. The center now on lockdown. The number of cases still rising in the state of New Jersey, now more than 16,000 cases, 198 deaths this afternoon. Governor Murphy saying one of the only things that we can control in this fight is social distancing.
Absolute number one weapon at our disposal is the one that we've been pounding away on day in and day out, and that is stay at home, practice social distancing, period.
News 4's Brian Thompson this afternoon. Continue our team coverage live in Wanaque. Brian.
Yeah, Stephan, we have a humanitarian crisis up here in Wanaque, and the reason my crew and I are wearing a mask is because this nursing long-term care facility behind us is, in effect, a hot spot. The mayor reporting 7 residents and 1 staffer have died in the past few days. This has to be the worst outbreak, mortality outbreak in the tri-state so far from this pandemic. The state health department apparently had little to tell us today.
Word of the 8 deaths here at Lakeland came this morning. A letter from the mayor to citizens stating 7 residents and 1 staffer died due to complications from coronavirus. Governor Murphy and State Health Commissioner Judy Persichilli not aware till we reached out.
There is clearly a challenge at the Lakeland Health Center in Passaic County. I've instructed, not that she needed it, Judy and her team, to give full support to Mayor Dan Mahler.
These deaths are echoes of a nursing home thousands of miles away in Kirkland, Washington. The first major outbreak in the U.S. now linked to some 36 deaths.
Clearly we saw in Washington State, and we're living it in our own reality right now. Long-term care facilities are a particular area of concern and focus, and we know that lots of folks out there are worried about moms and dads, grandfathers and grandmothers who are in facilities around the state. We're doing everything we can to as aggressively get out ahead of this as fast as possible.
New Jersey long-term care homes hit hard by this virus. St. Joe's and Woodbridge last week evacuated after 3 residents died and at least 24 others infected.
Just before we came on, 2 women who work for a healthcare agency and were called in today came out to talk to me. Now, they embraced each other in tears a few minutes later, telling me they came in this morning not knowing that they were going to be working at a nursing home that was infected with the virus. You'll hear more from them in my report tonight at 6 o'clock. Meanwhile, the governor's office and top officials with the health department, the state health department, were unaware of this major outbreak until we called them this afternoon. The health commissioner did say that 73 of New Jersey's 375 nursing homes, that's about 20% of the nursing homes in New Jersey, are now reporting at least 1 case of coronavirus, and at least 34 people have been identified as dying from complications from that virus in those nursing homes. Live in Wanaque, Brian Thompson, News 4 New York.